Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Miles of Horror coming at you straight from my red room. I thought that was a nice touch. I got the red windscreen. I got my red floodlights going on. Happy Saturday, guys! I am on break. I'm a teacher over here in New York City, and I just hit my break. I'm off for the next 12 days for the holidays. So I am just ecstatic. I'm very excited. And I plan on watching a ton of movies. And so I watched one last night that I've been recommended to me by a number of people that I was really excited about. And that is Red Rooms. Okay. This is a French film. If you know nothing about this movie, just check this out real quick.
Que seront dévoilées les troublantes vidéos saisies par le FBI. Des preuves clés qui ont mené à l'arrestation de Ludovic Chevalier.
Ce qu'on va tenter d'établir ici, c'est que Ludovic Chevalier est l'auteur de ces meurtres, qu'il a filmés pour un auditoire privé, prêt à payer pour voir ça en direct dans ce qu'on appelle des Red Rooms.
So there you have it. Basic premise of the movie called Red Rooms. Ludovic Chevalier is on trial for the murder of 3 teens, and this movie is about the trial, the characters surrounding the trial, some of the groupies that surround the trial, the fallout regarding his trial, some of the truths about the characters that are following his trial, and so let me just backtrack a little bit. Let me preface this by saying this movie was recommended to me by a number of people as movie of the year. Okay, so that is a big shoe to fill and a big dime to drop. Now, I'll start off by saying it is not my movie of the year. Okay, I very much enjoyed this movie, and I thought that there was a tone that was just sinister and just dynamic, and it was a wonderful watch, and I even had a chance to watch some of the extras. I didn't love the documentary that they put on. I watched about half the documentary, and it felt more to me like just some behind the scenes stuff, not a true documentary. There wasn't much true dialogue that felt real to me or felt important enough for that documentary. But it's still cool to see kind of some of the behind the scenes stuff. But for a movie like this, and again, I'm going to go into some detail about it. It would have been cool to kind of see some more of the directorial process, more from the characters, etc. So the movie is Red Rooms, guys. Okay, this is a French film, I believe, from late 2023, may have even been early 2024. So it's a recent movie. Now this is put out by Utopia Films. Now, if I haven't said it enough, I'm going to say it again because I'll keep preaching this till the day I die. But if you're not a Vinegar Syndrome subscriber, totally get it. There's a lot not to love about it, but you get access to the partner label stuff at discounts as well. So I tend to get a lot of partner label stuff like Red Rooms. Now, again, if you're not getting this stuff, you're missing out. I truly mean that. I mean, this is a fantastic movie. And it sold out. It sold out very quickly. So I keep a close watch on those movies, those partner label things every month when they drop. And I usually get a handful of titles. Now, sometimes, again, just like Vinegar Syndrome, you strike out. But a lot of times, like, again, like with Utopia and Shudder and even Umbrella does some partner label stuff. You get releases like this, like Red Rooms, which are just fantastic, guys. You know, this is a really cool drop, and I'm glad some people turned me on to this because it was awesome. Again, it's not my movie of the year. I would not even go as close to far as that. I would not say that, but some people that I'm close to, some people in my my circle had recommended it to me, and they went as far as to say that it is movie of the year. But anyway, so this is a French film, came out in, I believe late 2023. So the first thing I'll say, besides the fact that it's, I really enjoy the movie. This character on the back, Clementine, you can see her with the big eyes there. She was my favorite. She was awesome. That's Chevalier right there, the bald guy. He is the supposed murderer in this movie. That's the mother of one of the killed teens. Now, again, basic premise of the movie is that supposed murder, Chevalier is accused of killing 3 teens, and this is his murder trial, and he does it in what's called a red room. Okay, now a red room is basically a a room where you murder someone that is put on streaming for sickos and wackos to watch. Okay, that's the premise and idea of a red room. Now, just getting back to my point, what I will say about this movie first and foremost is that it is a French film, so it is subtitles. If you're getting this release, and there are some scenes where there's like some internet browsing and some other things like that that are not clear because it is French, and you can't. I mean, I couldn't understand what was happening on the computer because there was no subtitles for the words on the screen, so that was a little annoying. It wasn't to the detriment of the movie, but for a movie like this that is so intense and every scene matters and every piece of dialogue matters, I really wish I could have known what was on those screens and on those few internet scenes where the main character is browsing the web and doing underground things. I would have liked to have been able to read that, but that's okay. So anyway, so this movie is haunting. Okay, it truly the word for it is haunting, and everything in this movie matters. Okay. Every scene matters. Every piece of dialogue matters. There are so many underlying tones and themes that play a major role in this movie. And so I've been having a really fun time deep diving and kind of going through now and going into message boards. And I feel like the main character Kellyanne in the movie, but I'm going into the forums, message boards, researching more about this movie because there are so many underlying tones and themes and symbols and things like that play a major role in this movie that I'm just learning about because I'm reading about it after. But again, I wish that documentary went into more of that. But anyway, so Chevalier is a murderer who does things in a red room, and the look of Chevalier, I have to tell you, they did a phenomenal job with the casting overall. But him specifically, the supposed murderer in this movie, is just he's a bone chilling kind of looking man, and he played the part really well, and he's got the look of a supposed serial killer. um and he just there's certain moments and he kind of looks at the camera and it kind of pans out, and it's chilling stuff, guys. The other thing about this movie I'll say, and again, this is going to be majority spoiler free, don't stress about that, but the other thing I'm going to say about Chevalier and the actor who played Chevalier is that um he I forgot my point. Anyway, he's bone chilling, a phenomenal actor. And he gets you with just a look, and it was really really cool to see. I was very impressed with the acting. um so anyway, we have Kellyanne, who's the main actress in this movie, or the main star in this movie, who she is a model, poker player, internet addict, etc., who is following this case. Okay, and she is obsessed with this case, and you're not really sure why. Um, Nor do you really find out why exactly. But she's obsessed with this case. Now, as I mentioned, Chevalier is the supposed killer. Now, I only keep saying supposed because in the movie there's a lot of evidence that is purported against Chevalier, like the recordings of two of the murders of these young teens. But there's allusion to the fact that they don't have quite enough evidence to put him away because he's wearing a mask in these videos. And at one point, he gives the camera a look, but they allude to the fact that they just don't have enough hard evidence to put this guy away throughout the movie, etc. And that's one of the reasons why Kellyanne becomes so obsessed, and she meets another kind of groupie of the case called Clementine, who is this chick right here who blew me away. She was fantastic. Okay, with the eyes. Clementine, who's also obsessed with the case, and she believes that Chevalier is innocent. Okay, but it goes way beyond that for her. She's like, she like believes she's innocent to the point that she's in love with him almost. And she kind of like refuses to believe anything else that's not her theory and her thoughts on the case. It's very interesting, their dynamic between the two, and they kind of start growing a relationship and becoming closer throughout the case and etc. So the acting is wonderful. It feels very indie. It feels very noir. It's a very artsy movie. The premise is very fresh and original. And I have to tell you, the relationship between the two characters, Kellyanne and Clementine, it's bizarre. But the relationship between Kellyanne and Chevalier, who's the murderer, and that really got me. That was one of the things that really stuck with me in this movie. It was provocative. It was engaging. Kellyanne was such a unique character to me. That's one of the reasons that I love this movie so much. So much. Someone that was so willing to lose it all over this case, so willing to put herself out there and put everything on the line to see that this man comes to justice. Going to incredible, great lengths to ensure these things. It was really interesting, guys. Really interesting character. Really interesting how she was portrayed. Um. Anyway, the other thing that's really cool about this movie is that at no point is there any kind of gore or violence. Things are shown but off camera, and it's done very artsy, and you have character reactions to some of the violence, and character reactions, some of the things that are happening in the courthouse, and it's done in a very beautiful way. Again, this movie is precise, and it is everything matters in this movie. So um I really liked it, guys. I really did. You saw that snippet earlier, to kind of give you a sense of what the movie mostly is about. But again, for me, it really comes down to that the main character Kellyanne and her kind of divine relationship with the murderer Chevalier, and the great lengths that she goes to kind of make sure and to ensure that what she wants in this trial to happen happens. It was just a cool movie, guys. And the premise of a red room is um like foreign but wild to me. But also like scary as fuck. So I dug it, guys. I really enjoyed Red Rooms. Is it my movie of the year? No. Is it my thriller of the year? No. This movie won a ton of awards. All I'll say is this. If this is sold out, unfortunately, so this is not available anymore. If you have an opportunity to watch it, it might be streaming somewhere. The movie is called Red Rooms, and again, this is won a ton of awards, and a lot of people are calling this their movie of the year. Now it's a horror, thriller, true crime kind of situation. If you have a chance to watch it, go watch it. It really kind of just stuck with me. I'm still thinking about it this morning. And I'm having a lot of fun researching about it. So go check it out. Red Rooms. That's all I got for you guys today. And yeah, I got some more videos coming this weekend. So I'll make sure you check those out. Hit that like button if you can, please. Subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.